Welcome back, Charger Dude 95 for the NFL Divisional Playoffs, and we begin with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Consecutive playoff appearances for the first time since '99, but the Chiefs got on the board first. Patrick Mahomes, who is notched as the starter in favor of Alex Smith, who was traded, strikes to Sammy Watkins, and they take a 7-0 lead, but TJ Yeldon responds with a touchdown. Jacksonville had over 100 yards rushing in the ballgame, and midway through the third quarter, all locked up are the Chiefs and Jags at 10. Kareem Hunt, who struggled in the ballgame, that's his longest run, gives the Chiefs a chance on a 3rd and 9, and Mahomes finds Chris Conley, the 4-year man from Georgia, with a 53-yard catch and run, and Kansas City takes the lead 17-10. The ensuing kickoff, Marquise Lee fight on from USC with a 94-yard kickoff return touchdown and a rundown top 5 play nominee. The rundown show will air after the conference championship games. Another potential rundown top 5 nominee from Auburn, the 5-year man at defensive end D Ford, with 3 sacks in the ballgame, including here on a 3rd and inches of Blake Bortles. Kansas City gets the ball back as the AFC Defensive Player of the Week makes another play. Mahomes finds Robinson to convert a 3rd and 17 here. Then on the very next play for Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, who was sensational in the ballgame, scrambles out of the pocket. He'll tuck it and run, and then Telvin Smith jars the ball loose, and here is Miles Jack, a play very similar to the one we saw against New England in the championship game, but he is caught from behind from Hunt. Patrick Mahomes, who accounted for over 300 yards, at 300 yards today, a couple touchdowns, fumbles the ball. Jacksonville with a field goal takes the lead. 3rd and 6, Mahomes throwing across his body, and that pass in traffic is overthrown, and that gives Jacksonville a chance to win the game. A 3rd and short, Leonard Fournette moves the sticks. Then on a 3rd and 5, this is to win the game for the Jaguars. Fournette is stacked up short, and Kansas City gets the ball back. Mahomes, with limited time left, finds Tyreek Hill to the Jags' 49-yard line. That's a 22-yard pass, but the clock is running. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. A field goal ties it, a touchdown wins it, but Mahomes spikes the football, and he didn't know that there were zeros on the clock. Jacksonville wins the ball game 20-17. As the number 6 seed in the AFC, the Baltimore Ravens visit Foxborough in snowy New England to battle the Patriots. The Ravens got off to a great start with Alex Collins by way of Arkansas. He rips off a huge run here. He has been on a tear during the playoffs. 18 carries, 173 yards to lead all postseason rushers, and Baltimore would take full advantage. A 19-yard strike from Flacco to Perriman, and Baltimore on the road holds an early 7-0 lead. The Patriots, their mantra throughout the ballgame was converting 3rd downs, as they would do here. Brady converts 4 third down tries on this possession alone. For the ball game for New England, they were 9 of 15, as you'll see here, converting 3rd downs, and Brady finds Hogan to tie the game at 7. What a performance to start things off for the Patriots. New England, certainly not a great statistical ball game, but midway through the second, they lead it 10-7. Flacco and engineer a solid drive as the first down throw to Perriman puts Baltimore in plus territory. Then Flacco would be on the left side, intercepted by Stephon Gilmore. That is now 7 interceptions thrown from Joe Flacco, an NFL postseason record for the first 2 games of the playoffs. New England leads it 13-7. In the third quarter, another solid drive for the Patriots. New England, since the touchdown for Baltimore, had more time of possession, 17 minutes to 8 over the Baltimore Ravens. And here with another solid drive, Brady finds Rob Gronkowski for the first down, and the Patriots would finish off this possession with another field goal. They lead 16-7. Certainly a makeable deficit for Baltimore in the fourth quarter, but Flacco going for it all immediately would be intercepted from Gilmore. He has 2 interceptions, 1 for Patrick Chung, and the Patriots take over with under 5 minutes to go in the ballgame. Following a punt, Flacco back to the air. On a first down, incomplete. On a second down to Alex Collins. That pass is near the first down, but taken down short. They need a touchdown and then an onside kick. 3rd and 4. Flacco is hit. Then Flacco is finally sacked, that time by McCourty. And on fourth down with just 36 seconds left, Flacco for the game. He finds his man Perriman, who had a marvelous performance, reeling in 6 passes for 83 yards. Here's Boyle underneath. And with zeros on the clock after a penalty, Flacco going for it all is incomplete. The Patriots will play the Jaguars in the AFC Championship game again. With all the offseason acquisitions, the Los Angeles Rams, the number 1 seed in the NFC, winning consecutive divisional titles for the first time since 1978-79, and the Rams will get on the board late in the first quarter. A 37-yard connection from Goff to Everett, and it's a field goal ball game. The Green Bay Packers, an incredible performance through the air, but they get nothing on the ground the first 2 weeks except for this 7-yard touchdown run by way of Ty Montgomery. The Packers winning the turnover battle against the Rams 5-0. Amazing, this was just a touchdown game midway through the third quarter as Jones records 3 interceptions of the ball game. And then this is just an unstoppable play. Rolling left across his body and a 21-yard strike. Then the Packers have the ball bounce their way. Montgomery loses it, and it's recovered by Lane Taylor for the Green Bay touchdown and a 2-score lead for the Packers. Lane Taylor, he is an incredible guard, but we didn't know he was a touchdown machine in the red zone. Midway through the fourth quarter, your divisional dagger, a 59-yard strike from Rodgers to Geronimo Allison as the Packers lead all playoff teams in scoring and in passing. For the Los Angeles Rams, back to the drawing board as they win the NFC and are one and done. Aaron Rodgers, a solid performance on the road. Philadelphia beat the Saints the last time the two teams played 39-17, but this game a little more important as the winner will battle Green Bay in the NFC Championship next week. Drew Brees is one of the greatest quarterbacks I've ever seen. He turns average receivers into Hall of Famers. Cameron Meredith from Illinois State unheralded with the Bears and scores the first touchdown of the ball game on a strike from Drew Brees. He was incredible, was Brees, throughout the first 2 rounds of the playoffs as he leads the NFL for all postseason teams in passing, but Wentz counters with a Mac Hollins touchdown connection. Wentz, 15 of 24, 169 yards, 50 yards rushing as well with a touchdown. We move to the third quarter. The Saints up 13-10. Ingram had a solid performance in the ballgame, and he leads another long drive for the Saints. 2nd and inches, Breeze down the field. He finds his tight end. 2 catches for 53 yards for Josh Hill. Now the Saints in the red zone, well, they would convert. That's Brandon Coleman who makes the catch and scores the touchdown to give New Orleans a 2-score lead. Wentz was pretty good, but Drew Brees was just a little better, throwing for 246 yards and 2 touchdowns. Then on the following possession for Philadelphia, Aguilar on the receiving end of a huge catch and a rundown top 5 nominee. What a performance for Aguilar, who breaks 3 tackles en route to a scoring drive for Philadelphia. 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. Wentz rolling to his right. He is under pressure, and instead of throwing, he will take a sack by way of Demario Davis. Eagles must settle for a field goal. In the fourth quarter, a terrific return for Ted Ginn, the former Miami Dolphin, and he bounces his way to around the midfield stripe where the Saints begin their next drive. This could potentially win the game for New Orleans, but on a second down and on a third down, Breeze and company could not convert and would give the ball back to Philadelphia. This would be a drive of the ages for the Eagles. 4th and 14. Once this is for the game, he looks, and the former Bison of North Dakota State, that is Carson Wentz, one of the top quarterbacks under 25 in all the NFL, finds Jeffrey for 36 yards. Under 2 minutes to go in the game. Palms are sweating, nerves, goosebumps. He picks up the first down. Then 2nd and 3. Injured last year was Wentz, and he still manages a long drive. Gets some help from the officials. Cameron Jordan with a face mask, and the Eagles are in the red zone. From the 14 and a minute to go in the ballgame. Wentz scrambling and finds his man Corey Clement. The Eagles driving 66 yards in 11 plays, chewing up 250. And then here's Wentz. This is the tie of the game. He runs, he fumbles, and it's recovered by the Saints, and New Orleans wins the ball game. What a performance for the Philadelphia Eagles here at home, but the Saints were just a little better. Philadelphia was great, but were just one touchdown on 5 red zone trips. Here are the scores for the May Madness Divisional Round. Jaguars will visit the Patriots, and the Saints tangle with the Packers in the conference championship games.